Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing great. This is Richa. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before leaving and hitting that bell icon. It's gonna mean a lot to me. Now let's get started with today's video. So today I'm going to start with trying all the products I got from Sarojini Nagar Market from my last trip there. You guys have already seen the clothes haul. Now it's the makeup haul. And it's just not the haul and showing you all the products I bought, but it's actually application and then honest feedback of how they've turned out to be. Now trust me, this is the first time I have bought products from Sarojini and I'm a lot skeptical about it, but I'm just hoping for the best, and the primary motive of making this video is just sharing honestly with you guys if it's worth it, if it's worth going to Sarojini and getting those cheap products or no. So let's start with the application. So let me just begin with showing you what all I got from Sarojini. Very basic products. This is the first time I bought makeup from there. So I have just bought one of each product. I would be doing the whole face here, but I omitted buying the corrector and the concealer because I just feel they are really close to the eye region and I have zero trust on the products from Sarojini.
Oh my god.
So I hope you guys can relate. That's why I skipped buying these two, but other than that I bought everything else. So yes, now I'm done with the corrector and concealer on my face. Rest of the things I'm gonna be showing you right now, and let's start applying. This is the pack of the beauty blender. Everyone who's been to Sarojini mostly knows it's a pack which has 6 or 7 beauty blenders and it's just for 50 bucks. Now let's see how good this is. As far as the value for money is concerned, of course, in 50 rupees finding 6 is a jackpot. I would be starting off with the pink one here. I think it's gonna suit me the best while I have to really dig deep with the foundation I've purchased. This is the Huda Beauty foundation which I've bought. Of course it's not Huda Beauty, we know it. This was for 100 bucks. Rest of the products are all 50 bucks each. So now that we're done with the corrector and concealer, let's start with the foundation. So I've dampened it a little bit so that the application becomes slightly easier. This is pretty soft and the material's almost like the Real Technique blenders, so not bad. The rest of these, they're really small and they're probably good for the areas near the nose or the eye, but I don't know how well they'll work for applying foundation though. So we're gonna keep this aside for now and we're gonna start with this. This was the lightest one available there, so I bought this. I have no idea what shade it is and if it's like the right shade for me, we'll find out. So I've taken some of it on my finger and yeah, it seems like a way darker shade for me, but let's start. Oh yes, it's quite dark. And fragrance check. It smells like Johnson's baby powder or oil. So it smells good, but I'm more interested in the application. So if you guys have watched my previous videos, you guys know I'm not big on foundation. I take a little amount of it and try to blend it in as much as I can. Also, I don't feel I need a lot of foundation too, so I go big with the corrector and concealer. Likewise, today also, I didn't take a lot of this Huda Beauty Fashion foundation. As far as the blending is concerned, it seems to have blended okay, though I feel normally when I blend my foundation there's not so much of product left on the beauty blender as it is today. Most of it is absorbed by the skin, but here I see I think most of it or all of it I think probably has entered the beauty blender. Okay, so now that we're done with letting the foundation sit for a while after the application of the powder, it doesn't feel weird on the skin. Though the texture is quite milky and it's quite sticky, I don't usually go for foundations like this, and of course Huda Beauty, it's not. We'll move on to the blush now. So this is the blush I got. It's Face 3-in-1 Mineral Blush from, I don't know what brand this is, SFR color. And why I got this was because, of course, pinks are my favorite, and this one had a lot of pinks. It actually has 4 shades of pink, and this guy right in the center, it's more like a highlighter instead of a blush, so I thought of picking this up and trying. So of course we are not going with this hot pink shade right here. I'll start with this and then we'll highlight with the help of this shade. Just picking up so lightly and still getting so much on the brush, that was a surprise. And the consistency, it's powdery, of course, it's shiny too, but it's not bad. We're done with the blush and the highlighter as well. Too much of pigment. We'll move on to the eyes now, because I'm most excited for the eyeshadow palette and the eyeliner, because I've heard really bad reviews about the same and I couldn't ever dare to try these until just now. I thought of making this fun video for you guys. So let's start with the eyes now. So I wanted to get a palette which was colorful and at the same time it was not so big, because this is the only time I'll be using this, and I'm so sure it's not going to be used anytime in the future. So this is the Miss Gold Matte and Shimmer palette I got. This is the one which had all of these shades right here in the center. This is the pink blush as suggested by the guy who sold me this. We'll be testing out the blue. We'll start with the base and then we'll move on to the shimmery blue right here, or maybe this. So now we are done applying this eyeshadow palette right here. So we started off with the base shade right here. I had to apply this almost 9-10 times. Then we moved on to the blue, the light blue. This was a total fail. I also dug deep in this blue right here, which I thought would be shimmery, so will be more pigmented and would actually show the shine and the shimmer. Nothing happened. And then we dig deep in this purple right here. So you can't see any purple, there's no demarcation, you can barely see the blue, and this was approximately after 15 minutes of me applying this palette and trying to get on the colors. Of course, I applied with this finger of mine, so there was a lot of product left on the finger. I didn't want to dig deep with my brushes because I knew it won't really be of any use. But the worst product ever was this. When I started applying the liner, oh my god, as far as the fragrance is concerned, it smells just like ink. You know, back in those days when we had just started writing with a pen in school, probably in 5th and 6th standard, and we used to use those fountain pens where we used to fill the ink in and then start writing. This is how it smells like. So other than the smell, what ticked me off was the applicator. This is terrible. It feels so hard on the eye, especially the eyelid region where you actually need to apply this with the liner after application, because of course I had to show it to you guys. So I am done with the application. It was so tough even while applying it. Now that it's dried up, it feels so dry. It's almost like pulling my eyelashes from underneath. They are being pulled upwards. That's what I feel like. So of course the application was terrible. The felt tip is useless, but even the after application feel of the skin is terrible. So the only good thing which this liner actually stands with is its color. I had thought it would be blue and that's why I bought it, and this is how it looks like, exactly the blue I was thinking it to be. But other than that, oh my god, this was so bad. Now the last thing we're left with is this Huda Beauty lipstick. So I'll be starting with this now. I'm just hoping for the best. I bought this nude shade because I really liked it. So let's see how it is now. Okay, as far as the lower lip is concerned, the application, it slides in really smoothly, so it feels good and moisture is intact. But let me just get done with it and then we'll share. Alrighty, so now we are done with the full face of The products from Sarojini Nagar, each and every product was applied with so much of effort and time. As far as the lipstick's concerned, I just applied it, so it's still settling in. I would share how it has turned out to be in another 5 minutes, because that's what I've done with the rest of the products too. Application, I feel, is very different than how it settles in on the skin, how you feel after the makeup stayed on for a while, which is really very important. And that's why the lipstick needs some more time. As far as the rest of the products are concerned, I'm feeling a little itchy here on my cheekbones, and this cheek area I'm feeling a little itchy. So I don't know what the blush is doing to me, but I feel like not scratching like this, but yeah, just like yeah, I'm just so glad I will be taking off all the makeup in another 5 minutes or so, right? After the video is done. But I'm so glad I did this fun video. The only thing and the only product I really liked till now has been this beauty blender. This has worked amazingly. No matter how bad the foundation was, it did its job. It blended it well. I mean, it did whatever it could do, right, with the kind of foundation we used. So yes, this I don't mind keeping with me for another 2-3 months. As far as the lipstick concerned, now it's been 5 minutes. So let me just show you how it looks. Yeah, this is how dry it is. It has sucked in all the moisture from my lips. Also, I had applied a ton of balm before applying this lipstick because I wasn't hoping for a lot, and I knew this would happen. The balm's completely gone too, and it started sucking in a lot of moisture from my lips too. I've started feeling thirsty for whatever reasons. No, it's like a total fail, even the lipstick. And I haven't eaten or drank anything, but in just 5 minutes it started chipping off from here. So I don't know what it will be like after someone drinks or eats. So a strict no again. Honestly, beauty blender is the only thing you guys can dare to buy from Sarojini Nagar as far as makeup products are concerned. Rest of the products, I don't think it's prescribed to get, no matter how low you are on budget. Just wait it out and then buy it from, you know, online or from good decent stores, or Nykaa is always there. But as far as this video is concerned, it was so much fun filming and sharing with you guys how these products have turned out to be on my face. I just wouldn't recommend from my side for you to go to Sarojini and start digging in these makeup products. Of course, it's a heaven for shoppers as far as clothes are concerned, for me too, trust me, but not for makeup. Let me know how you like this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel before leaving, and do hit that bell icon so that you are notified every time I upload a video. Don't forget to like if you like the video. Until next time, I'm signing out. Ta-da!